driving from 19th going east, once you hit Eastern, you know that there's 4 signals for 3
We
lane.
fixed it, yeah.
Okay.
It got fixed,
Okay.
yeah.
And I thought
I've gotten
all
several.
those poles were supposed to be black with the brass ball on top, like the 34th Street Bridge. When we saw the renderings, they were all with, I thought we were replacing everything with black.
Well, not for the signal light poles,
Okay.
not for those. No, I mean,
Over
street
there
lights
they
will be
are,
too
aren't they?
expensive.
I don't know. how
No,
much they
no,
are.
they're not, they're not.
No, none of
They're-
the
Oh, they're
signal,
not?
No,
none
they're
of the
not.
signal poles.
Just the street lamp.
Just the street lights,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on Saturday, I watched 3 or 4 cars just whoom, whoom. And I was like, yes, there's a turn, like it shows the big arrow on the street, but I
Yeah.
couldn't figure it out. But it used to be go both, so.
Here he comes.
Where's that at Eastern and 19th?
Yeah, eastbound on 19th at Eastern.
It's 631, Councilman Blair.
Oh, so they got that widened now. I haven't been
I'm
over
just
there.
giving you a hard time.
I avoid Eastern.
Now that you're here,
You call the roll.
Yeah.
what did you say?
You call the roll.
Still don't know what you said, Brian.
That's why they fixed it today, so now the lights line up.
That's good. That's good.
Kathy Griffith,
Here,
Jason Blair,
Here,
Glenn Lewis, Louis Williams,
Here.
Adam Webb,
Here?
Melissa Hunt.
Here, you join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 3 is the consent doc. Item A, receive and approve the
nope,
min.
nope, item 2.
Oh, sorry, item 2. Consider and if deemed appropriate, accept nominations and elect a vice mayor.
I nominate Melissa.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Nope.
Can you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith,
yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. All right, item 3, consent doc. Receive and approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting held November 6, 2023. Item B, receive the minutes of the regular Parks Board meeting held October 3rd, 2023. And item C, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2023 and 2024 in the amount of $2,715,494.70.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Have a motion and a second. We call vote?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Motion carries. Item 4, consider the preliminary plat of DM Estates located in the southeast quarter of Section 18, Township 10 North, Range 2 West, being north of Southeast 4th Street and west of Sunny Lane Road. Application by Sanja Rakaya. Planning Commission recommended approval 6-1, and this is in Ward 2.
Vice Mayor and Council, this item was tabled from last meeting's agenda. If you recall, this subject site is located north of Southeast 4th Street and east of Bryant Avenue. The property was zoned R1 Single Family Dwelling District with a zoning map adoption in the early 1980s, and it has been vacant ever since. The applicant is proposing to develop a single-family residential development, approximately 3.62 acres in size, with 1 formalized common area for detention and 11 residential lots. This does result in an overall density of 3.3 living units per acre. Taking out the common area, it does bring that down to 3 living units per acre. To develop the property as proposed, the property must be platted. Public water is available along Southeast 4th Street, and sanitary sewer is available to the south by an 8-inch gravity line in the Rock Creek addition. Stormwater detention for this development is required. The development does include a proposed detention pond located on the west side of the property. An unstudied FEMA floodplain is located along the west side of the property. The applicant will be required to establish the base flood elevation and comply with the 2021 drainage criteria. Access for the proposed addition is provided by Southeast 4th Street. No lot is allowed to have direct access to Southeast 4th Street, and this is an effort to prevent traffic congestion. Along the north and west property boundary, there is an existing creek. The 2021 drainage criteria does require a maintenance easement of 30 feet from the top of bank for this creek. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be urban residential. Land uses in urban residential include a mix of single-family detached units with up to 7 dwelling units per acre. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan. And because this application does meet the density and open space requirements of the Envision More 2040 plan, an amendment is not necessary. This development is a typical R1 housing addition that is similar in nature to the surrounding developed housing additions. Due to the existing residential development in the area and the compliance with the comprehensive plan, staff recommends approval of this application. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Significant concerns from the planning commission?
There were no significant concerns. There was no residents there to speak for or against. One of the commissioners did vote to deny the plat. He does live in the Rock Creek addition, and he did not give a reason as to why his denial vote.
Okay.
Last time, the last meeting, was the developer gonna go back and meet with the residents of the neighborhood that was to the east, I believe? Do you know, is that, I thought that was mentioned.
My understanding is that the developer has met with the Old Stonebridge neighbors.
Okay.
And that the applicant is actually here. I'll let him talk about the conversations that they had. But if you have any other questions, I'd be happy.
Because I think the concern was drainage, correct?
Yeah, there was some concerns about drainage. I really,
Yeah, I haven't received any calls on it.
yeah,
but-
I was curious as to whether or not, if the developer's here. But would you mind? Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sanjay Murchia. I'm the developer for this.
And could you list your name and your address, please, for the
Yes,
record?
Sanjay Murchia, and the address is 200 South Riverside Drive here in Moore. I live in Old Bridge, sort of along with basically my entire family, my sister, my parents, everybody. I did meet with the HOA of Old Bridge. The main things that they discussed, that they wanted to make sure we were good on was some drainage, making sure that I would be cleaning up the parts of the creek that I own, getting the debris out, which I said I would happily do. I had mentioned that wouldn't do a whole bunch for the drainage, except unless Old Bridge cleans up their parts as well. And Marcy said that Marcy Eason said that they would look into that and try to get that done. The other main things that they wanted to make sure was that anybody that lived in the new addition did not have direct access to Old Bridge. That should have never been an issue or a problem, but there will be a fence for every house contiguously going around the entire thing. So there would never be any direct access. Even where the detention pond would be, there will be a fence that connects that lot from side to side so that there is not just an open field.
And will
So-
that fence be maintained by, I assume you're gonna have an HOA for this?
So that's the plan, is to have an HOA in there, and yes, that fence would be maintained. It's because it would be directly part of each one of the houses as they're being sold, but it'll be required that they maintain the fence and keep it up.
And the creek is on that diagonal leg of the
Yes.
addition? Okay.
Yes. I had to further appease them and make sure that everything was okay. I offered to buy signs for no trespassing to be put along the creek at that spot. And then any area that's between the creek, the bank, and the back of that fence, I was hoping to do more like a green belt kind of an issue where it would be trees and native grasses to help with erosion and everything else, but to also keep it where nobody would want to walk through anything of that nature, just in case they did stumble around that backside, because I know kids can be kids in that manner.
And so you agreed, and you were willing to do all that?
Yes,
Okay.
that's everything I had said to them.
Thank you. Is there anyone here this evening in opposition? No? Okay. Perfect. Anybody
Thank
else?
No? Make a motion to approve?
Second?
A motion and a second. Will you call the vote?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 5, consider authorizing the purchase of a 2023 cab chassis to support a grapple truck body from Rush Trucks in the amount of $163,965. This was originally ordered in 2021 in the amount of $142,345. The fund transfer for this increase was approved by City Council on November 6, 2023.
Vice Mayor and Council, this truck was ordered in 2021, and there's been a price increase of $21,620, which is about 15%, which is still in line with what the market is showing now. So, at the last council meeting, council approved the source of funding for that increase. So this is just to allow us to be able to purchase the truck.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Will you call the vote, please?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Motion passes. Number 6 is consider declaring 1 Terminator truck and 3 side-loading compactor trucks, more particularly described in Exhibit A as surplus.
Vice Mayor and Council, these trucks have been replaced with new trucks, and which are in service. We no longer need these trucks, so we're asking that they be surplus so we can get rid of them through the auction.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. We call the vote.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Item 7, consider authorizing the budgeted purchase of a Wavetronics radar detection systems for traffic signals from Wavetronics LLC in the amount of $219,380 as a sole source provider.
Vice Mayor and Council, most of our traffic signals have a detection system, either as loops or video detection. We've had problems with loops. Whenever you do any maintenance work, we cut into the loops. And then with the video detections, depending on the time of the day, there may be a glare on the video and then it cannot detect the vehicles very well. So we are switching to radar detection. 19th Street corridor has already been replaced with the same system. So this will allow us to purchase 5 more radar systems to replace some problematic locations that we are facing.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
I will just say that's not a selling point that 19th Street has them already.
We have
All right.
a motion and a second. Will you call the vote?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Motion passes. Number 8, consider and if deemed appropriate, accept nominations and elect a member to serve on the ACOG Board of Directors, Intermodal Transportation Policy Committee, the Garber Wellington Policy Committee, and the 9/11 Association Board of Directors, with the remaining city councils to serve as alternates.
Vice Mayor and Council, as you know, for our ACOG representation, usually one of the council members has been the lead member, and then all of the rest of the members have been alternates. With Councilman Hamm resigning, we need to name someone as the lead person on this. Kathy Griffith has agreed to do it. If selected by the rest of the council, I recommend that you do that.
That'd be great.
Thank you for your
Make a
willingness to do
motion,
it.
we nominate Kathy Griffith
I'll
to
second.
fill all those boards.
We have a motion and a second. Will you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
You're welcome.
Yes.
I love it.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
Yes. Thank
Item
you.
9, consider adopting resolution number 7023, declaring and awarding of an end-of-year stipend as being a public purpose and in public interest.
Vice Mayor and Council, this is a resolution that declares that an end-of-year stipend to employees is in the public interest and for a public purpose. What this does is this opens the door to allow council to award, I'm going to call it a Christmas bonus at the end of the year, as council deems reasonable and appropriate. This resolution really is going to run in conjunction with a resolution that was passed in 1996 that covered Christmas dinners and gift certificates, and it did not really address something such as this as an end-of-year stipend that really is considered as compensation, and it's not a gift. And that's really what the intent and purpose of what this is.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. We call the vote, please?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Motion carries. We'll now recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting, the consent doc. Item A, receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Public Works Authority meeting held November 6, 2023. Item B, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2023-2024 in the amount of $983,285.39.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. We call the vote.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Item 11, consider and if deemed appropriate, elect Kathy Griffith as the secretary of the trust.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Will you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. We'll now recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 12, the consent doc. Item A, receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Risk Management meeting held November 6, 2023. Item B, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2023-2024 in the amount of $74,384.94.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We call the vote?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. We'll now recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and convene the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting. Will you call the roll?
Yeah.
Kathy Griffith,
Here.
Jason Blair,
Here.
Lynn Lewis, Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb,
Here.
Melissa Hunt.
Here. Item 14 is a consent doc. Item A, receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Economic Development Authority meeting held October 16th, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Will you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. Item 15, consider and if deemed appropriate, elect Kathy Griffith as the vice chair of the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Will you call the vote?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. We'll now recess the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting and reconvene the city council meeting. Item 16 is new business. We don't have anyone signed up to speak, but item A is citizens forum for items not on the agenda. Is there anybody who would like to speak? Item B, items from the city council or trustees.
I'm good.
Item C, items from the city manager or trust manager.
Two things real quick. The Christmas lights at the station started this evening, so between now and January 1st, the light show will go from 6 to 10 each night. And would like to thank the voters for passing the GO bond election last Tuesday. Thank you.
Yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
Item 17 is adjournment.
So moved?
Second.
We call the vote.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
We are adjourned.
So I'm sorry, I called you to tell you I was gonna be here.
To control that meeting.